Okay, folks, it's your buddy Mike Messier here on TikTok. Mike's Instant Movie Review tonight. Saw the film Bride Wars, or Bride, no, not Bride Wars, that was a long time ago. Bride Hard, not Die Hard, Bride Hard. How do I feel about this film? I don't think it was that good, to be honest with you. I mean, it was perfectly functional. The theater was air conditioned. I sat through the film. I didn't ask for my money back, I'll say that. But I just don't think it was a great movie. I think it's one of these things where this movie's trying to be a comedy, trying to be a chick flick, trying to be a girls' night out type of fun movie, and trying to be kind of a parody of action films all at the same time. And it's just when you're trying to do too many things in one movie, what can often happen is that nothing gets accomplished fully. I didn't realize, maybe I should have, based on the title, the level of action that would be attempted in this thing, but it didn't seem like there was much of a budget for the actual action, the shooting, the stunts. There was some. Towards the end of the film, it was actually quite evident that some of the stuff, CGI, was not the best. So I do like Rebel Wilson. Typically, I think she's pretty funny and good and all that. And they try to make her out to be the action star of this thing. A lot of this movie was her actually being the straight person. Like, she's not actually making the jokes. She's supposed to be like the badass. And Anna Camp as the bride, who I've seen in other stuff. I couldn't place her face. But she was always like the, oh my God, my best friend is doing all this crazy stuff. I don't know, folks. I guess I just didn't buy into it. And I'll say this, I cracked a smile a few times, but I don't think I laughed once during this whole film. So I was trying to project like who would like this movie. And I don't know if anybody really would, because I don't know if, the young women who would see this film, would they feel fulfilled? Would they feel like this movie hit them in the relationship feels or whatever with their friends or men or whatever? Would women feel inclined to like this movie? I don't know, because I don't think this movie did anything as far as the relationships or whatever movies like Bride Wars have accomplished in the past. Not Bride Wars, Bridesmaids is what I was thinking of. I don't think this movie accomplished anything that Bridesmaids didn't already accomplish, or Bride Wars, that movie with Anne Hathaway years ago. I don't think it did anything as far as the action genre. I don't know. I feel like this movie, it seems like the cast had more fun making this movie. It looked like it was filmed mostly in Savannah, Georgia. It seemed like the film that took place mostly in Savannah, Georgia. It seemed like the cast had more fun than the audience did, and I was the only person in the audience tonight. There was an elder couple in the theater when I first got in there, and they left. I think they were in the wrong auditorium. And what was my other insightful thought? Oh, when the movie ended, and I just knew, because if you watch Mike's Instant Movie Reviews on YouTube, one Mike Messier or one Mike Messier stuff, you know that I say when a comedy has to resort to showing bloopers at the end of a film, you know that the film has failed as a comedy. That's a telltale sign, folks. If you go see a movie, independent movies do this a lot. A lot of very low budget 48-hour film festival projects do this. If you see a movie that's a comedy and they have to show a clip reel of bloopers at the end of the film, it's basically admitting we failed in our obligation to make you laugh. We know that this movie is the shits, the boiling shits, the shitteroonie shits, and we're giving you this plate of bloopers because we failed in our duty to be humorous during the 90 minutes or 2 hours you've sat through this buffet of crap. So here's more crap. And it's just a rule of thumb, folks. If you go see a movie or any type of movie, it's a comedy, and they have a blooper reel at the end, you know that the movie stunk. It always is the way. So that's what I knew would happen, and they did like 10 seconds of end credits, and then just as I fucking predicted, the blooper reel comes in, and the bloopers weren't even funny themselves. They weren't. So I don't know. I just feel like this movie was a colossal failure. I don't think it scored on any level. It wasn't endearing as far as the relationships. I think the best, person, I guess, in this movie was, what's her name? Anna Klumsky, who I was trying to remember. Is this Jessica Chastain? Is this Jessica Biel? Who is this lady? It's Anna Klumsky, who's had a big comeback. I guess I missed out because I did not watch the show Veep with Julia Louis-Dreyfus and all these other people on Veep. I did not watch that show until recently. I really enjoy Veep. And Anna Klumsky's on that show. And for those old-timers out there, you might remember that she was in a Macaulay Culkin movie way back when, My Girl, with Dan Aykroyd, when she was a small person, a small child. And so here she is as an adult, and it's nice to see that she has a wonderful career and she's funny. I thought she was probably the best thing in this movie. I don't think anyone stunk up the joint. I mean, I just think it wasn't a good script or good material for this cast of characters. I mean, I think that Rebel Wilson's funny, but I don't think she was particularly. I don't think this movie tried to make her to be something that she's really not, which is an action star with doing the wiseacre comments. Like when you're in the middle of a fight scene and you have to say something funny, that loses legitimacy to me. I mean, the only people to pull that off were like Schwarzenegger. We remember when I said I'd kill you first? I lied. But I mean, just all the horse shit. It just wasn't a good movie. So I did I sat through it. I watched it. Like I said, I didn't, I mean, I took my shoes off. I took my socks off. I was quite comfortable in the theater. But I can't lie to you, fine people, and say that this is a great movie. In fact, I think it was a poor movie, okay? But the theater was air conditioned. Anna Klumsky looked good. And Anna Camp looked good. And the movie, it didn't offend me. I don't think this movie would offend anyone. It's just kind of there. It's like, oh, that was a movie. And then you go on with your day. So I just think it wasn't particularly good. I think you should save your money and not see it and do something better with your time. MikeMessier.com. Mike Messier on Instagram. My wonderful artwork, MikeMessier.com. So thanks, fine folks. It's only Monday. We got a whole week to fuck up. Mike Messier.